Hey, what's going on, positive people? I am B Plus, and welcome to the Be Positive Music Show. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday, and I'm super excited because I have a special guest joining the show. Selah the Corner. Say what's up to the Holy Culture fam.
God bless y'all. Selah the Corner here, man. Very happy to be here. Grateful. God bless y'all.
Yeah, for sure. So going back about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I got a chance to actually meet you in person up in Philly, the gritty CHH takeover. What were your thoughts of that?
I mean, I had a great time, man. Anytime I can fellowship around quality people, I never take that lightly. I never take that like it's nothing, man. Like, I met hundreds of thousands of people in my life, and the quality ones always stick out, those quality moments. So I was very grateful, man. It was super dope, man. It was dope.
Yeah, I had a good time up there in Philly. I'm already talking with Trig about trying to get back up there just to spend some time with, like you said, good people, good community. So just like I gotta throw you a couple softballs just to kind of break the ice a little bit. So what's the backstory behind your name? I've never actually heard it before.
Real quick, Selah, in the Bible means like think, pause, and think. I didn't know what it meant. And I was listening to my pastor preach, and I didn't have a name yet. I was rapping, but I had no name, and I understood the severity and importance of having a name.
Nice.
And I asked the Lord, like, I need to know what my name is. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna name myself. And my pastor said Selah after a word, and it seemed like that word echoed throughout my ears, like it kept echoing in my ears, and I couldn't hear nothing else but that word. Now, I didn't know what it meant. I knew that was my name, though. Then when I looked at the definition, I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. The corner I chose because the corner is something that's on every block, on every street, no matter what kind of block it is. It could be the ghetto, it could be the suburbs, it could be the upper class neighborhoods. The corners is everywhere.
Yeah.
But seeing one guarantees a change in direction. You can't stay on the path that you're on if you follow the road that a corner leads you to. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm gonna be a musician and an artist that makes people change direction, that change their minds, that change their focus. So I want to embody the corner itself. You know what I'm saying? The versatility of a corner, its placements all over the place, and it's servicing the people and changing direction toward Christ, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. And one thing you just said in your in your description of just like how you came about your name is a rapper and a musician. So I learned that while we were hanging out at the studio. Like, you are a musician. So what instrument or what instruments do you play?
I play the organ.
The organ.
Yeah. I mean, I if I'm honest, I haven't played it seriously in a long time, but from the age of like 13 to 18, like that's all I did. You know what I'm saying? That's all I did. I was in love with the B3. I was in love with the way it sounded. Anything with an organ on it, like I wanted it in my in my rotation, like whether it was medieval organ or church organ, whatever it was, man, I needed it in my ears. You know what I'm saying? So
got you. Just hearing the organ is like, because I grew up in my denomination that I grew up in was Pentecostal Apostolic, so it was a lot. I call it the Avengers of like the strong dogmatic beliefs. Still got love for them, but that's just kind of like what it was. But you didn't like, that's when church kind of turned up. Like when the preacher, when they just hit like one little chord and start pulling the little drawstrings and stuff like that, I was just like, that's when you knew church was about to go up. So that's dope that you are that you're actually a musician. I'm not saying that rappers aren't musicians, but like you legit for 5 years of your life you were on the keys, man. Well, do you consider organ keys?
I started on the keys, and then I met the organ, and I never like thought about the keys ever again. Like the keys, but understand keys is like paramount. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, when I think one of my favorite Christian gospel albums ever is Irreplaceable by Commission.
Are you serious?
Man. Yo, I could listen to Crucified with Christ every day for the rest of my life.
Hey, I'm gonna show you something right now. I have a playlist that's all 90s. I call it 90, like the 90s R&B, because a lot of the singers like Tank and all them grew up listening. Mm-hmm. If you look, this is my playlist. It's called the 90s CHH or 90s Christian R&B. The first song over there is Crucified with Christ.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? The intro to that album, I practiced that every day of my life, like until I mastered it. And then I mastered the outro, like, and I played it every day, man. So
that is like, crazy.
I'm into that, like, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So we have that commonality, like that early commissions, and like they had like that new Jack Swing style. Like people think that like Christian R&B is just now got popping. I'm like, nah. Like you got to remember, Commission had Marvin Sapp and Fred Hammond in the same group.
Yep.
For albums. Yep. Like Matters of the Heart. Well, Fred wasn't on Matters of the Heart, but the number 7.
Yo, Irreplaceable Love led me to Pages of Life 1 and 2. It led me to Purpose by Design. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about whole years of my life not listening to nothing else but that kind of music. You know what I'm saying? Those musicians. And then trying to imitate as well and those musicians on organ, and even sometimes in the booth, because I understand that the voice is an instrument and there's certain ways to rap. Like the percussion on the organ is what I mimic when I rap. I was telling Commissioner this a while ago. Like when I hear a beat, the first thing I do is think about if a dude was playing Congo percussion with the beat, how would it sound? And I rap the way the dude would play the Congo sometimes. It depends on the energy, you know what I'm saying? So like everything stems from gospel music. Like that's why I keep telling people everything dope comes
That's what's up. I love that.
Everything dope comes from Christianity. It's not even a debate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what it is.
It's not. Now you said something. Keys are paramount, and keys are like I hear that a lot, like in gritty music. So, and one of the conversations that I was overhearing with you guys in the studio were talking about like boom bap and gritty, and like how just because something is boom bap doesn't mean it's gritty.
Right.
So, just can you like just kind of explain that to just like the average listener, like even myself?
Boom bap is. Like gritty and boom bap are, if I could make them like real world situations, it's like your fraternal twin. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Y'all came from the same place, but y'all don't look alike. You know what I'm saying? And y'all twins, but y'all not identical. So like boom bap could be more upbeat, and sometimes gritty takes a boom bap feel. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes boom bap takes a gritty feel. But gritty is usually lower BPM, slower. It's usually like the tempo slower, the execution slower, that kind of thing. And it's usually heavy on messaging. It's not necessarily on like vibe as much as it is messaging.
Got it.
Boom bap might be about like vibe, energy, party. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But gritty is more like I have something I need you to know. Yeah. And I need to tell you now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's gritty.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I was this morning when I was preparing for the interview, like I'm in DFW, but it was like it was wet, it was cold outside. I actually still got my hoodie on. And it's just like that's like, I mean, hoodie season. Like that's who you are. So I thought it was like kind of fitting that like I'm preparing to interview Selah, and it's just like DFW was like, nah, we gotta put B in the mood to actually do this interview. So yeah, man, this is I love the fact that you grew up on gospel, because I don't meet a whole lot of Christian hip hop people who, well, there's other people like Just Raised, like he was like we've had some conversations as well about like that gospel feel. So man, I have so many different directions I want to go. But let's take a quick break. You are, well, another reason why I have you on the show is because you just dropped a project. So go ahead and intro a song off of the new project, and then on the back end, we will get into a little bit of how you structured the project.
All right. If I had a choice right now, it definitely would be Cold Nights, man. Cold Nights, featuring my man Shamir, produced by my man Jicky, man. It's the intro record to the album, and it's just, I love that vibe. Like, I love that chill. but serious pop. Like, I think it's a beautiful song.
Got you. Holy Culture family, this is Cold Nights. You're chilling with Selah the Corner and B+. We will be right back.
Listen, cold sweats, cold nights. Listen to them sirens from the pole lights. I can see the snakes in their colors, man. And their colors keep switching like strobe lights. Judas dropped, now we reaching bold heights. Seduced by the coops like dogs with no roof. Dog, you ain't got a bark or no bite. It was Titi Sonia's when we rolled dice.
Welcome back, HCR fan. B+ here with Selah the Corner. You just heard Cold Nights, and that is by my brother Selah the Corner. Go ahead and talk to us a little bit about this project, like the name, how you came up with the concept of it, and just how many people it took to pull this thing off.
Man, so long story short, my brother Dayton opened the door for me and C4 to go rap at Shade 45 Studios. We did a cypher over there. And shout out to Holy Culture for holding it down, like for showing gritty love. You know what I'm saying? Like I really appreciate that. I said that when I was there a lot, but I want to say it now, like in front of people. Appreciative I am. So anyway, we did the Shade 45. It was very, very dope, very successful. And when it came out, we saw it as like a super win for the space. We saw it as like, yo, we didn't pay for this. You know what I'm saying? We got and we handled business. You know what I'm saying? And we thought it was gonna be a celebration. And it wasn't for a lot of people. Like it was just shrug. And we, you know, I try to remind, because I'm like an elder statesman, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we all at the same level as brothers, but I've been here a lot longer than a bunch of brothers. So I tell them, we're not entitled to nobody's platform. We're not entitled to nobody's situation. No matter how much it don't make sense that they're not showing love, don't ever take it personal. That's still their space. You know what I'm saying? But even I couldn't really justify the lack of coverage, because this is Eminem's studio. You understand what I'm saying? And this is secular, very secular DJ going crazy over us rapping.
Man.
Why is the space not? You know what I'm saying?
So
brothers was angry, and with me, I tend to create things when I'm angry.
Gotcha.
And I was like, you know what? I took the biggest insult that I heard during that time, and Jehu came from it. The biggest insult I heard was, gritty is not a thing. Gritty is just boom bap.
Oh.
And I heard it, and I felt like the rage coursed through me, and I to put it into something that could glorify the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me trying to be overly godly. That's literally what I have to do to stay safe in that situation.
Regulate yourself.
You know what I'm saying? So I told brothers, I was like, all right, since the thought is that we don't exist, let's create something that says we exist without a doubt. I said, I'm gonna call everybody. You know what I'm saying? And 3 days later, I threw 25 beats in the chat, and I said, eat. And bros ate. And whatever bros left on the plate, I ate. And that's exactly how Jehu happened. And we chose Jehu as the name because what that man symbolized as far as his purpose and what God mandated him to do to fulfill his purpose is something that I think the space doesn't take into consideration, that the Bible is truly a rated R love story. It's truly incredibly gruesome, incredibly blood drenched, incredibly horrible according to PGGR ratings. But it's still the word of God. So we have to change our mindset about what we shy away from if we want to hear what God has to say, because he might present something bloody to us and we're so afraid of embracing all possibilities. We're so squeamish that we may miss a message because it don't come in the G-rated form. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jehu is. It's execution at whatever cost. You know what I'm saying? And that's what bros did for me, man. Took a lot of people, bro. Shout out to everybody who blessed it, who showed love, who supported.
Yeah.
the producers, the engineers, the rappers. I love all of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's one of the questions I had. Was I was going to ask you, like, what is your relationship? What do you think? Yeah, like, what is your relationship with CHH Media? Because I just don't always see a whole lot of. I don't see enough talk.
You want me to tell you the truth?
Yeah.
I think everybody likes me as a person.
Yeah.
I just think that the children make the rules here. The kids make the rules.
And who are the kids?
The consumers. You know what I'm saying? I make music for grown-ups. I make music for grown men and grown women who have real life terrible things to deal with. And there's nothing wrong. I want to make it very clear. There is zero wrong for making music for our youth and our young people to vibe and celebrate to, and to dance to, and to enjoy. But when are their parents eating? And how will the children survive if the parents are starving? I said that in the promo. So it's like, well, man, that's 30 plus. Vibing to a 15-year-old bop is escapist music. It's him putting his head in the sand from the reality of things. He needs to know what to do next. He needs to know how to get through the day so that he can come home to his family and lead properly. That's what gritty is for adults. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's the purpose God gave us, to create that lane for the grown folks and for the pens and for the lyricists to live. You know what I'm saying? That's what gritty is.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And it just makes me think. I don't know any of the owners or people who run a lot of the outlets. I don't know like their age or anything, but I don't know if they themselves are younger and that's the style of music that they like, or is it just like, hey, this is the model. This is what, like you said, this is what the kids are eating on social media. So we have to push this type of music. I don't know which one it is.
I mean, either whatever the situation is, like Gritty is at peace. 99 is at peace with whatever God has placed in our vicinity. You know what I'm saying? We're all content with what God has given to us. We're not gonna be the guys complaining about screen time and this, that, and the third. We talk to each other, we fellowship with each other, we bounce feelings and thoughts off of each other. But those feelings don't run amok on social media and go crazy. Like, we handle it indoors and we think before we speak. But as somebody who's, you know, who a lot of people see as at the forefront of this, I'm sharing this. Like, you know, we have great relationships with news media, you know what I'm saying? But I understand, we understand that this stuff is like, this is real, like up in your face type stuff. Yeah. But that's what life is to us. And that's what the faith walk is.
That's what the Bible is.
Right.
Dude, so I read through the Bible cover to cover. Like, I'm a church kid. I've been in church my entire life, but I read the Bible cover to cover last year. A lot of times where I was taking walks through the neighborhood, through the woods, through the forest and stuff. We don't have forests like that, but just outside. And I was like, a couple of times I was like, wow, like they weren't sugarcoating anything. They would tell you exactly what time it was. And it was like, that's what life is. That's what life is. But for some reason, we just want to sanitize everything down and have like pretty church services and like you said, have like it's almost like what's what I'm looking for? It's like we're still on lullabies and we're still on like that phase of life when we've grown up. One thing you said that was interesting about like boom bap and gritty being like fraternal twins. I think about like a few years ago when 99 and Bodega came out right around the same time, or maybe they were like maybe months apart. But I really thought that because Bodega, that was more like a boom bap album, but then you had 99, which was like a gritty album. So I thought it was really interesting that like those came out around the same time, given what you just said. So
yeah, it's all like, listen, you have children, I've raised children. We understand how important it is to kind of smooth out the transition between young man and adult for our sons, or young lady and woman for our daughters. We don't want them to grow up too fast. You know what I'm saying? We want them to have a better childhood than we did.
Yeah.
But as fathers, at some point, we have to look at them in their face and say, this is what the world is going to look like very soon, son. And I want you to be okay. So this is what I'm going to tell you. That's what Gritty is.
Yeah.
Gritty is that transition from child to you're going outside. And I need you to know what's outside before you get there. You can't dance through this. You can't jump around through this. I need you to survive this in Jesus' name. This is what you do. That's what Gritty is. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that a lot of the people who support the CHH scene are very young people. So business-wise, it makes sense. But still, I think there's an underserved part of the space. When I talk to a lot of young men in the hood, they listen to the music and they dig it, but they like, yo, Chris, like, I really don't feel like it. They talking to me. Like, I can't get nothing from this. And I'm like, nah, you can't. Here this is, here that is. And they be like, wow, I didn't know this existed. That's our target audience, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing with adults. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you're not fishing in the same rivers and lakes as some other art, and it's not. They're needed. They're needed part of the body, but like that's just not. It's just not what's needed at this time. And I have a 10-year-old, and my son turns 8 in a few days, and it's like I'm looking at them and I'm seeing like it's about to get real. Like my daughter's 10, about to turn 11, and she's going to middle school next year. And I'm like, I'm up at night, like I walked in her room like all the time now while she's asleep, and I just stare. I find myself just staring at her, like she's about to be at a school next year with 6, 7, 8-year-olds, and I know what type of time those type of kids be on, and I know my daughter's tall and beautiful, and I'm like, dog, I don't, but I listen to people like Taylor Gray who talks about stuff like that, Armand Wake Up, Cambino, like people who actually are rapping about some of this stuff. I have to give a shout out to all my Ohio people because I'm from Ohio. But like,
crazy, the Midwest is out, yo. Taylor and Cambino, shout out to Armand too. Yo, Cambino's one of my closest friends in the space. He been rocking me since my day one. Like that's my mains. Cambino is a savant with the pen. Taylor really is savant with the pen. Like that's the one regret I have on Jehu is not having Taylor on there somewhere. I promise you, that's the only regret. Like he's that nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out. Right.
Like, but the Midwest is outrageous. You don't ever gotta justify the Midwest. Like the Midwest is crazy. Like I'm never front.
Yeah, I did a video like a few years ago where I was just like, Ohio kind of got it. I was like, it's either Ohio or Philly for the Christian hip hop scene for me. Like those are my two favorite like cities. But Florida's on the rise right now. It's not like my bread and butter style of music, but like they down there handling their business for sure, man. So that's what's up. Let's get into some more music. Go ahead and intro us another song before we carry on with the show.
Yo, this is one of my brothers, man. My brother for life, Commissioner. This is Nobody Move, man. I love this record, man. This record's so dope, man. Shout out to you, Commissioner.
All right, HCR fam. You guys sit back, sit tight, and we will be right back.
Like the way we do it, how we do it, we keep it gritty and they like that. This is raw and this raw is like we got the baking soda by the bike bag. Wait. I'ma just give her the weight. Somebody give her the grade. Homie, just give her the A. I'ma just give her the K. I used to say, I know the product is late. Homie, just give her the day. Now I could say, you want the body of Christ. All of you get it today.
Holy Culture family, we have reached the halfway point of the show with about 30 minutes into the hour. Rocking with my guy, Selah the Corner, right here on the Be Positive Music Show, only on Holy Culture Radio, SiriusXM channel 140. And I just want to continue this conversation. I'm not sure how much, like what different podcasts you listen to, but I recently watched a podcast. Derek Minor and Paris Careers have a podcast. Have you checked it out yet?
I haven't checked it out yet, no.
You haven't checked it out? I want to give you a quick crash course of this video that I saw. So it's a really good podcast. It's called like, oh gosh, don't give me a line what the name of it is. Something about you can't say that. So basically, like they're getting into it, and I would say it's a gritty podcast because it's not safe. They use words. They use words on it. So they're telling the story. Paris makes a comment that is it possible that like there's some racism going on into like what songs get placed and what songs don't get placed on radio. And Derek is they're telling a story about in 2001, Aaron Cole felt some pressure, some pushback from a record label. He had a song with Toby Mac and Torrin Wells on it, two very CCM people, but they felt the drums were too urban, and they were like, "We want the song to go," and he just kind of like it got Toby and Torrin Wells on it. It's gonna go. They were like, "Nah, but we still got to change these drums." So like. But Paris is like, but Forrest Frank got a song out right now where he's like kind of embracing these 808s and it's kind of embracing this urban sound. So they were kind of asking the question, is this opening up the door for us being on those CCM areas? And Derek was just use this analogy about the fish fry. Basically saying like, if you're going to go to that fish fry, you're going to have to do certain things for them to want to eat your plate or eat the food that you're serving. So it's just like a flavor profile that rap has, but there's a way of doing it in a way that where it's palatable to the soccer moms and the VBS kids and stuff like that. So I guess what are your thoughts as it relates to that?
It's 100%. I think it's 100% spot on. I think, and that's why it's important that we are able to remove emotion from how we realistically diagnose the situation as artists, right? Okay. You have to remember that this is a business, mind you. It's a business, and whoever runs the business that you're doing business with creates the menu. That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main reasons why being content with your position allows you more maneuverability. I'll tell you what I mean. Okay. People tell me, yo, and this is some of my big bros was like, yo, you need to go full time. And I say no. Because if I'm getting 9 to 5 money and keeping the lights on and feed my family outside of the music, there's no pressure that the music could ever give me to change my message. I say what I want. I say what I want, the way I want to say it, the way the Lord told me to say it. I seen a lot of dudes get weird when the pressure was on and the light bill was due and what they were saying wasn't being embraced. A lot of compromises get, you know what I'm saying? A lot of lines that somebody swore they never would cross, but they crossed it to feed their family. And I respect that, but I avoid that because I understand this is a business. So I get my money, feed my family, and rap the way I want, because whoever runs the show makes the menu and they get to tell you certain things that you may not like. You know what I'm saying? So like, I understand. It just still doesn't make it okay. And I understand why people feel the way they feel. Like, especially if you feel like you've studied the art form enough to know what's going to work. Aaron Cole has demonstrated beyond a shadow of a doubt that he knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So I understand his feeling for sure. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? That's whoever owns the restaurant determines the seasoning sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I get it too. I get both sides. Yeah. It's almost like you don't want the industry to become like your landlord and they knocking on the door on the first. I'm saying, it's like, go ahead. Like what was it, HOA or whatever? Like you don't like HOA fees. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, take those Christmas lights down. It's too bright. You know what I'm saying? My kids love these lights. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that's the way it be sometimes, you know. But I believe in Aaron Cole's versatility and his intellectual greatness. And I believe he will find a way to still execute his vision despite these challenges. And that's what separates good and great artists. You know what I'm saying? These challenges don't stop you. You know what I'm saying? He'll find a way. Absolutely. And like he proven, like that was back in 2021, that story. And like obviously like he's throwing a I think it's 2 Up 2 Down festival, and he's got names on there. He has gospel, and like Mali Music is on the ticket. And I'm like, man, like he is really doing this thing and blending worlds. And he's a church kid too. He grew up. I mean, he's the only guy I know who he's collabed with everybody from J Moss to Toby Mac. Like his versatility should be studied. Like he's super talented.
man, it was another, I guess. Well, number one, I suggest checking it out because Derek and Paris are hilarious. They had this whole thing now where it's called Unseason My Worship. Like it's hilarious, bro. And they got like this song that goes along with it because like we want our food to be seasoned, but a lot of times they want things to be unseasoned. They want it stripped down, drums off of it, so it can kind of fit a certain lane. So I thought that was super interesting. I think it kind of fits along the lines of what you're doing with like this. And it's not just you. Like it's a whole army. And if you check out this Jehu project, you'll be really well acquainted for all my listeners out there. So let's keep going. One of the things. Oh, I'll do this. I'm way off of my sheet here now. So, but we were hanging out at the studio, and I had my phone hooked up to the speaker, and we're just vibing, listening to music. And I was like, you know what? I'm in here with all these gritty people. I'm gonna throw on some Lecrae. So I sat there and I put a song in the queue, and I put on H2O, and like low key, I was watching you. I was gonna see because like his second verse, like he started going in, and like your eyebrows kind of went up, and like I don't know, like do you remember that?
I do remember.
What was going through your head?
I was surprised. I was like, yo, who's that rapper? I remember. It was like, that's Lecrae. I was like, for real? I was like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't expect that from him, and that's no disrespect to him or his pen.
Yeah.
The way he was attacking the beat, I wasn't accustomed to that. You know what I'm saying? And it made me happy. Like I hope he does that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like when rappers remind people, like timestamp Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like when Drake puts the timestamp on something, he's reminding the public that it's not just 808s and vibes and stuff. Like, nah, he could really rap. So like I like that. That was a good moment, man. That was a good moment.
Yeah. It was I kind of debate. I was sitting there with the Bluetooth, like, man, should I try it? Are they gonna be like, oh man, like what is this? But like that was and it's funny, I don't do a lot of reaction videos, but I did a reaction video to his Tiny Desk. Cause I just wanted to get like my real reaction. And he did that song H2O on there. And like to see him rap that live, like I froze it. It reminded me of the BET Cypher. That's back when that's when Lecrae just like popped on the scene and people were like, okay, like he can really rap. And then so that's probably my favorite song on the album. I got a chance to like talk to him about it, and like he said it, like he was just like, I just kind of have to go back to like those roots because he grew up listening to rap, not Christian rap. And it's funny that like a lot of rappers, Christian rappers that I interview, I often ask them like when they fell in love with Christian hip hop, what's their relationship with Christian hip hop? And a lot of times they say, I didn't know it was a thing. I grew up on hip hop, and the Lord challenged me to write. So I started writing, and then I found Christian hip hop. So there's like this separation.
I think that's a beautiful and terrible story.
Huh.
I have the same story, and I think it's beautiful and terrible. It's beautiful because the Lord led us to community, and it's terrible that we didn't know ahead of time.
Huh.
And that's why, again, this is why gritty. I'm on at least a half a dozen secular records. Some people know, some people don't. When you listen to those secular records, I sound exactly like I do on every other record. I'm talking the same way. There's no pivot. There's no compromise, nothing.
Yeah.
The thing is that I'm boxing with secular dudes. And the reason why I'm boxing with secular dudes is because the world responds to dominance. Secular responds to dominance. We as people of God understand the value of submission. Christ gives us a choice to life.
Okay. Yeah.
Understand submission is preferable, so we submit ourselves. The world doesn't know that. So when I come into these sessions and I look at the secular dudes like, yeah, you're gonna probably get bodied today. And he's like, all right, then. and then it happens. Now he has to ask me how I did it. And that's the perfect opportunity for me to tell him, my Lord and Savior is the reason why I can write like this. That's my origin. That's the source of my creativity. And you can have too. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be the least great thing you get from being with Christ. And then I get to minister, but that doesn't happen until dominance happens.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, man. They need to respect you before they listen. And a lot of young rappers don't know about the space because the respect isn't there from the secular world. And it's like we don't get their respect by catering to their desires and their preferences concerning content. No, we stand on our 10. We just get in the booth and wash everything around us. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter how good you think you rap. Me and God is going to lay waste to everything in this studio today. And there's nothing you can do about it. Then they listen. Then they listen because they have to. They got to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's a beautiful and terrible story, and we hope to change it one day. In Jesus' name.
Hey, got you. I'm with it. So like, for those people who are like, okay, like this whole, like, number one, they can't even get with rap, let alone like gritty Christian rap. So a lot of times what people say is like, well, rap is still a sport. So like, do you have that type of mindset towards your music?
100%. But what's the sport though? You know what I'm saying? The sport is who can execute the given message the cleanest, quickest, and the most efficient way without undermining their purpose or what God told them to do. Because that's the whole point, especially with the 99. Because that's why it was so amazing being at Holy Culture, because we got to learn things. Like I got to pick people's brain in radio and understand the formats of songs and understand what's desirable according to radio. So now we go back in the lab and we chip at our own formula to try to fit into the radio's formula so that we can expand ourselves. So it's like, yeah, it's a sport. This is the goal. Which one of us is going to get there first? Let's get it. Because the goal is to glorify God. We can't glorify him on a massive scale if we're still in this one area. We need to branch out. So everybody, come on, like, let's go. And yeah, it's a sport. Yeah, but it's a love sport though. The sport is love. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when in love sport, you get dunked on. Like, because we brothers. Like, I tell people all the time, Riggs dunked on me twice in my career. Like, I admitted it. You know what I'm saying? Dayton dunked on me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
happened. Yeah.
But it's still, these are dudes that I'll die for. So it's always love. But yeah, it's a sport. It needs to stay that, because that's how people going to elevate. If everybody feel comfortable where they at, what's the point of getting better? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And a lot of times, some early Christian hip hop had that type of feel. It's like, as long as you're talking about Jesus, we don't care about the production, we don't care about the mixing, we don't care about if, like, it's like the I call it VBS rap. I feel bad saying it. I feel bad saying it, but like, it's like, I just imagine like people say stepping graham crackers and passing them out while your song is playing, and that's mean. I'm sorry, y'all, but like, that's just kind of how I feel.
Real, say it, man. Yeah, I respect it, man, because it's frustrating for you who knows that this isn't gonna work if it goes out this way. Like, this isn't, like, the way you packaged it is not professional. It doesn't sound clean. It doesn't sound mix and master properly, and it's going to be a bad commercial for those of us who handle business.
It's a bad look.
A bad look.
Yeah.
And Christ died at the highest level possible for our sins. Why are you putting out low quality music? That's disrespectful to the blood. You understand? Like, the sacrifice was perfect. Why is your record sound crazy? That's disrespectful to the blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, bro. It's not like, it's real. It's real.
I mean, like going back to the Old Testament, like reading through the Old Testament and seeing like how precise he was with like kill the goat this way, sprinkle the blood over here, don't put it over there, put this right here. This needs to be this many cubics. This needs to be built with this. This needs to have this type of horn. I'm like, he was very particular and very exact with his excellence. And why not? Why are we doing the same thing? So I'm with it, man. I'm with it for sure. Man, I want to do something special for our last quarter. So give us one more song, and then we're gonna have some fun in this fourth quarter of the show.
We gotta be the Gritty National Anthem, man. Shout out to Omega Sparks, my man Diamond. Shout out to Nilla Deus. Yo, man, I love this record, man. Y'all peep it, man. It's one of my favorite records.
Holy Culture family, y'all lock in. We'll be right back in about, give us about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. Peace.
Demons tried to clean. They want me to strike a match, get burning like gasoline. I was feeling like Magdalene. Double-edged sword, I pulled a blade out of my jeans. The word of the Lord supreme just got me ready to swing. This a pretty life, bruh, gotta live it right. Jesus Christ illuminate like the city lights. This a pretty life, bruh, gotta live it right. More than survival, want revival, didn't pray for my city. My city, my city, my city, yeah, pray for my city.
Holy Culture fam, this is the Be Positive Music Show. I am B+, hanging out with Selah the Corner. Say what's up again to the Holy Culture fam, Selah.
God bless y'all, Holy Culture. Always love, always family, man. Much respect and love to everybody listening. God bless y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this has been a super fun hour. Like some of the outtakes in between these sets. I don't know if we're gonna ever release those to the public, but we over here having fun. So I always like doing fun stuff when I invite people onto the show. One thing I like doing when people come to the show, I like to give them the floor, let them pick the songs. And another thing that I like to do, actually, before I do that, I was talking with my homie Lank. I don't know if you've seen him in the streets.
Yeah, shout out to Lank, man. I know Lank.
Yeah. So he reminded me of a blend that he did. Like me and him, we always shoot blends back and forth to each other. So he did a blend of, oh gosh, I think it's Sincerely. Yeah, he did it, and he blended with like a Drake song, which was like catch you off guard, but it was fire. So I would just talk with him, and he told me to give you a shout out because he's a big fan of your stuff. So
Lank, shout out to Lank. Like Lank is a rapper too. Like yo, BM Lank was on the That's a Lie remix with Drama.
Yeah.
So Lank rap, yo, shout out to Lank, man. I know what time it is, man. And I remember that Sincerely blend too. Me and C4 spoke about that for a minute. We was like, yo, this was kind of crazy. Like, man, it was dope at that moment. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, for real.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I have it queued up. I'm gonna play it for a reminder for the people listening.
I love this music, but maybe it ain't meant for me. I've come to grips, I gotta put this down eventually. My passion turned my priority to a big disaster. The other day I spent the light bill on a mix and master. I spent the gas on some clothes that ain't gon' last. Spent the groceries on some promo debt. Guess I gotta fast, but no matter what I spent, it ain't even make it that. I repent for buying the mic instead of paying the rent. Thought I'd ride this music till I burn the tires out. I've been rapping since a kid, ain't see a day I tire out, but now my wheels turning. Instead of building connections I could've saved and bought my family.
Yeah. Lank always does this thing with his blends, and we, like I said, we share blends back and forth like all the time. So it's really dope. I remember seeing the thread. I think it was all three of y'all was in there talking about it, right?
Yeah, man, that joint wavy, dog. I like that joint, bro. That joint made me happy listening to that joint, man. I like that.
Nice. Well, cool. Like I said, I like doing creative things when I bring artists onto the show. So what I have for you, Selah, I have my top 7 features featuring you. So like with top 7 times, my favorite times that you are featured on somebody else's project. So we're going, for this last 15 or 10 minutes or so, we're going to walk through my top 7. I'm going to play a snippet of the verse, and then you can just tell me like any story you have or any reaction to that. That sound good?
For sure.
All right, cool. Let me make sure we are all set here. Let's go ahead and do it.
Number 7.
If I talk about the payments, cocaine stash sitting in the fake vents, look back at what I wrote and say this here dope. They hate, but the hate don't even make sense. I'm nice cause of the nicest. And his hold on everything I write, while the pen and the vice script. Truth is, y'all in a crisis, cause y'all hate what's in the mirror so much, you kinda like it. Man.
All right, so shout out to Mitch Darrell. You have any memories or thoughts about when you wrote that record?
Yeah, man, I remember messing with Mitch like, yo, because that was Rap Should Be Fun Too.
Yeah.
And like, yo, why wasn't I on one? What's wrong with you? Like, I said the verse, you know what I'm saying? I said that to him in real life, like, man, I should have been on that first one. He was like, I know, Selah, I'm sorry, I know. I love messing with Mitch, man. That's a good dude, man. Shout out to Mitch, bro, man, for real.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where it's like that's just like seeing you like in that OG role of just like showing love to the younger artists, man. That's dope. Let's keep going. So that's number 7. Let's keep going.
Number 6.
Roof, big dog showing the truth. So hood, kinda feeling like I'm flowing the stoop. See my enemies forming a troop. Keep it down, the suppressor got it sounding like I'm blowing a soup. 50 cal round looking like I'm shooting a flute. It's all musical. Christ up, yeah, the usual. Money, the only thing that's ever moving you. Till you in a box with your paper like a cubicle.
Man, you be rapping, sir. That's a new one. That's a new one, right?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jared All-Star, man. Let the dogs eat, man. Yeah, that story real quick. Like, I was about to finish Jehu when he asked for that verse, and I didn't want to rap at all. But I got love for Jared, and that allowed me to think about it for a second. But I still was going to nah, because I was exhausted. Then he told me he got Riggs to give him 32 bars. I said, you got Riggs to rap 32? Yeah, send me the beat. Because I told you Riggs dunked on me in my career. So he's my best friend nemesis. So every time I'm rapping, give me the beat. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I need to be on the record. We need to box because I'm still mad that you dunked on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a fun record.
Yeah. I'm definitely. I still need to really spend time with that project because I've been hearing wonderful things about it. So shout out to him as well. So let's keep going. Here's number 5.
Number 5.
Glory to the Lord, peace, what a relief. Holy the tribe, I know the chief. You hit the church, I hit the streets. There ain't no better dream than that tree of life. God, please, can I be a leaf? So I repeat, I am so sober-minded, blinded by the assignment, yielding to the refinement. He is designing every second of the path. I see that death rain on down. I got the living water in the stash. Homie, go turn the radio up. I'm trying to hit that narrow cash.
That was this year, right? Like in April. Maybe March or so.
I think it might have been. It might have been early April or late March. I don't know which one. I forgot. But shout out to the legend, man, Braille, man. Like he definitely threw me an alley-oop for that one. Shout out to my man YP. That's a dope project. It's a dope project.
Yeah. Cool. I think we are at 4 now. Let's keep this thing pushing.
Right there.
Number 4.
Sit down with me, have a conversation. Street awards, best believe I got the nomination. But Goldie is still the occupation. So I ain't hunting down the op after the provocation. My enemies get intercessory accommodations. I let them make it all homes on what they mama pacing. But just in case I keep the eagle and the llama waiting. End of the conversation.
Yeah, that was one where it was like it's fluctuated from like 2 to 3 to 4, 2 to 3 to 4, and I just couldn't figure out. It got tough as it got to the top.
That was fun, man. I thought we was gonna get a lot of trouble for this record just because of the hook itself.
Yeah, but
like it's so real for us, bro. Like that's how we really feel. Like that's the title is how we feel. You know what I'm saying? So that was a fun record, man.
Hey, I'm like, isn't that what David said in so many words? A few times in the Book of Psalms. So it's like, I didn't feel any type of way about it, man. I thought it just spoke to the heart of how, like you said, how gritty the Bible is. The Bible is not, it's R-rated. It's R-rated.
It is.
All right, let's keep going.
Number 3.
I'm just saying, speaking a dialect I ain't familiar with. I know who I'm dealing with, cause every other word you talking about what you killing with. Bunch of megabytes moving slow as a kilobit. Men to say kilobyte, know y'all feeling it, cause y'all feel everything. Super emotional, Twitter fingers and everything. I see y'all bury things, living water flooding and y'all cool with the levy thing.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite verses. That's one of my favorite songs of 2021. Like her album is just one of my favorite albums from 2021. So, and then just like the subject matter that you spoke on, like that's the world we live in today. Comment sections.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is, man. And shout out to AI, man. That's my little sister. Like I still be in awe of her pen, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was honored that she had me on that record because that was a record that she trusted me with. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AI, man.
Yeah. Let's keep going. Actually, I got a chance to meet her at Smoke Fest this past year. Her and her husband, they were celebrating their anniversary. So shout out to them for sure. Let's keep going.
Number 2.
I reflect on the crucifixion and mirror it. I'm reaping everywhere that I planted. This hammer in my hand got me wondering if I gotta catch a body to really understand what the commandment Moses did. That was kinda loud. I was moving on 95 and 99. Flash forward, I'm moving dope now with 95. Out of nowhere, it's gritty in the bodega. What's up?
Man, talk about that one.
I mean, you know, I know Michael a very long time, man, and he just threw me the assignment, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, bodega is what we was raised with. You know what I'm saying? That's outside right now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we had a job to do, man. Shout out to Michael, man. Everybody on that project, man. I think that was an important project too. You know what I'm saying? So people could understand. You know.
Yep. And even like in that verse, you were talking about just how gritty the Old Testament was. That Moses bar was fire, man. Was fire. So
I know we don't got time like that, but that's the question I asked my pops, bro. Like everybody has a purpose, and that dude's purpose was to be a victim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. but without that victim, like, everything else might not happen. So like if you got that assignment, like, yeah, your purpose is to get smoked by the one that I want to write the Old Testament, the first books of the Old Testament. That's your purpose. You would it. And I was just, I had a great conversation with my dad about circle, you know what I'm saying? Like just not knowing what God has for you, what place he has for you. Are you okay with being a pawn and not a king? You know what I'm saying? And understand being a pawn for God is still king-like because it's God, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, I was just reading John the Baptist story again, and like for him to see like his calling to like prepare the way, preaching this thing, baptizing Jesus, seeing a dove descend. This is my beloved son who I'm well pleased. All to get thrown in prison, and now he's down everything. He's like, hey, he called his disciples. I need y'all to pull up on Jesus and figure out if he really is. And like Jesus' response was like, in today's time, we would say he was being cold. He was just like, the blind are seeing, the lame are walking, the deaf can now hear.
Great.
And he said, right. And then he hit it with, blessed are those who are offended by me. Go tell John the Baptist that. And then it was like, then the story gets darker. He gets beheaded. It's like, come on.
Yeah. That's not a story you tell your babies before the bed. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. I understand. But that's what happened though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Shout out to those who read the Bible like that. For real.
Yeah, man, for sure. So now we have come to the moment, my favorite Selah feature today. Because I may fluctuate this list tomorrow. But today, this is my number one.
And number 1.
I was playing duck hunt with real guns. I'm trying to feel emotion, but I'm still numb. My OG told me, homie, don't you drink and drive. Not because it's dangerous, I'll be angry if you spill some. Those were the people I thought were the real ones. That bread of life taught me how to see crumbs. Fresh.
Cool. So that's my favorite. Was that a shock to you?
No, I mean, it wasn't a shock, but I definitely I loved rapping that verse. Like I felt it. Like I felt there's a couple of times where I feel at one with the beat, and it's just easy. And that was just felt easy, man. It felt easy. I really didn't have to try to write that verse. It just kind of came. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the Lord for that verse, for real, man. I loved writing that verse. Awesome, man. This I'm not supposed to have favorite interviews, but this is one of my favorite interviews, man. I really, really appreciate you stopping by the Be Positive Music Show. And for all y'all listening, actually, I'll let you go ahead and do it. Go ahead and give us one last pitch for them to check out this new project. So go ahead, Selah. Yo, man, The Gritty Collaborative Super Album Jehu is out now on all DSPs, man. We're talking about 25 plus artists, engineers, rappers, producers, people on artwork. The entire community of Gritty came together to put this together, man. Y'all definitely check that out, man. If you grown, if you young, if you're a young man who got to live a grown life, a young lady who got to live a grown life, this is gonna encourage you in Jesus' name, man. God bless y'all. Y'all check it out.
For sure. HCR fam, thank you guys for rocking with me for this past hour. I am B+, and until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive. Hey, what's going on, positive people? Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Make sure you like, share, and leave a comment below of your thoughts on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Be positive, y'all.